Hello and welcome to the Kenneth for Cameron Lawvis Legal Podcast. We look at some of the responsibilities of the executor. And the executor is where there's a will. So the executor takes the original will, death certificate, check for about $150, meets with the surrogate in New Jersey, let's say, and many of the surrogate's offices have a sheet to fill out to make things easier. And most wills prepared by good attorneys say no bond is required, so the surrogate mails papers out afterwards. Responsibilities of the executor is send a notice of probate to anyone who's named in the will, plus anyone who would have inherited if there was no will. Let's see. Now, the executor is what's called a fiduciary, and they have responsibilities to the estate under law and under the cases. So they can't just say, well, we're going to live in the house for for years at a time. The executor's duties include making sure that the New Jersey inheritance tax return is filed, even if there's no tax that's due. If there's an estate over $675,000, then they file a New Jersey estate tax. Let's see, they make sure the bills are paid, and they liquidate assets. And once everything is done, and there's no statute that says forth the time limit, but it should be done, I'd say, right away, not waiting years and years and years. After that's done, most good executors will have a checkbook and an Excel spreadsheet or some other spreadsheet that they'll set forth an informal accounting. The amounts that came in, the amounts that went out, what was spent. So check number 101, payable to whomever, the amount of what it was for. Let's see, then all the income, and then what's left over. For other information on duties of the executor, visit website njlaws.com. And for representation, whether or not someone's the executor or someone's challenging the executor, contact the laws of Kenneth Cameron at 732-572-0500. Thank you and good luck.